Hey everyone, this is Eddie.
My name's Vince, and together we have the show here on YouTube called Average Joe Drinks. We're making drinks suitable for the average Joe.
That's right. Today we are making a couple of requests. And we're not making requests. We had requests
We're
us,
receiving
and we're making
requests.
We're receiving them, yes.
And we're fulfilling them.
And we are fulfilling
because
them.
we're kind individuals.
That's how we roll. First one is from Bob in San Marcos, California, not Texas. He requested a Dirty Martini. And if you notice, I do have gin. That's not gin, that's vermouth. I have gin and vodka here. I personally prefer the gin version of it, but the request was vodka, and we aim to please.
Gin is more traditional, right?
It is more traditional, especially if you're dealing with a Dirty Martini, and I'll get into that a little bit, but because of the brine, it can handle the flavor a little bit more because the vodka is a more subtle flavor. But, again, we aim to please.
By the way, just as a little side note, I want to thank Don and Kay for the vodka bottle.
This is an enormous bottle of vodka.
It's awesome, too.
It is awesome, yes. What about you, Vince? What are you making?
And I'm going to make well, I'm not real sure exactly what it is. I named it myself. I'm going to make a drink that we're going to call a Deep Eddy Lemonade.
I'm sorry, what?
Deep Eddy. Deep, very deep. We'll get into that. And another request. We both have a very long-time friend named Susie. She's in Tucson. She was actually out drinking last night. She bumped into a flavored vodka from a company called Deep Eddy. She tried to contact Eddie. Eddie was slow to respond, so in her excitement,
30 seconds or so?
Yeah,
yes.
if that much. Contacted me, said she thought this stuff was phenomenal, we needed to do something with it, so we're going to give it a whirl.
That's right. Interesting note with Susie, her and I started at my current employer at the same exact day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, Susie was my neighbor 20 years ago, lived across the street.
She's awesome.
So, all right, let's get started with Bob's request.
I'm going to make the martini. Again, traditionally with gin, but for Bob, we're going to do vodka.
Is Bob's kind of contrary and difficult?
Well, yes, and you haven't met him and you've got it, yes. So the recipe is 2.5 ounces of vodka. And let's talk about a Dirty Martini, because I don't know if you know James Bond. Have you heard of him?
English fellow, right?
Yes, that's right. Shaken, not stirred.
Yes.
Everyone knows that line. It's a very famous line. And that's when really martinis became very popular, at least mainstream.
Yeah, it's a real little cocktail. That was the big thing in the 50s or 60s, wasn't it?
Yes, yes. But one thing though is in '53 is in Casino Royale is actually when it became pretty famous, but it's not the same cocktail. The Dirty cocktail is what we're making. It was a request. His was actually a Vesper is what it was called. So, and he's pretty smooth. If you ever go watch the video, you'll see he made a pretty good comment, and he got a lot of ladies. I don't know if you noticed that. James Bond, he did.
It's because of the martinis, huh?
It is because of the martinis. So we're going to make a Dirty Martini. Again, 2.5 ounces of vodka, 1/2 ounce of olive brine, and you can adjust that if you really like olives, maybe a little bit more, but it is pretty intense, so I would actually go the other direction if you're going to make some modifications to it. But for this recipe, we're going to do 1/2 ounce and then 1/4 ounce of dry vermouth. Sometimes people take it out, but with this recipe, we're going to leave it.
One of the cool things about a lot of these recipes, you guys, is that you can tweak them to taste. As I was going through my father's recipes, which was the inspiration for a lot of this, he would have 10 or 15 variations of the same drink, all of which would differ by a fraction of an ounce. And interestingly enough, it was really important to people. So feel free to tweak.
It's a great point. And that is a very large bottle of vodka.
Probably weighs like a lot. I might ask you to lift it for me when I use it later.
I already did my workout earlier, but I got another one in. 5 ounces of vodka, because as we always say, if you're going to make one drink, make two.
Because you might have a friend.
Have a friend, need a friend, get a friend. Either way, it's going to work.
And if you don't have a friend, then your second drink can become your friend.
It works either way.
And fourth or fifth, then you're definitely...
Fourth or fifth, then you might have napped.
You're friends with everybody.
Yeah.
Go out in public and you're going to have friends you didn't even know you had. Some of them might be wearing badges.
They probably would be. Again, drink responsibly.
Yes.
Yes, that is important. We're going to take 1/2 ounce of vermouth. This is a extra dry vermouth. Don't get the sweet vermouth. That's not what they use in this particular cocktail. And vermouth, I don't know if you know, it's basically a wine that's fortified with a lot of aromatic herbs. Usually in France or Italy is where that's made. So if you smell it, it actually smells just like wine.
See, I didn't know that. Curious.
Yeah.
I have a personal story to share with vermouth when I was about 14 years old, but we'll skip that for now.
Again, drink responsibly. We're gonna put, I'm gonna put just under an ounce. I know it says half an ounce, but it's pretty briny.
That's the juice out of the lemon, or the olive
Olives,
oil, right?
that's right, it's the juice out of olive oil. And one thing, if you're gonna start to make this and you're gonna make your adjustments, make sure that you get the same olives, because depending on the company, depending on the olives, depending on the type of olives, whether it's pimentos or blue cheese, it's gonna have a little different salt content. So as you're making those adjustments, keep everything the same.
So is there a traditional olive you stick in these things?
The one with pimentos.
Pimentos?
Yeah. And martinis, I mean, there are all sorts of different variations. There's apple teas. We made a lemon drop martini. There's the Vesper that we talked about.
They really are. They're a versatile drink. They're popular now. People mix all kinds of stuff up. You could probably do 40 or 50 different versions.
I'll grab those glasses for me.
Oh
if you
yes,
don't mind.
chilled glasses.
And the Dirty Martini, the history of it is actually Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He served this to Stalin and to Churchill. So that's kind of the history behind it. Although made much more famous the martini itself because of James Bond. Because let's face it, he's cool.
Well, Churchill was all right.
It was okay, but not as cool as Bond. So we're going to split this between these two. Now, understand this drink is not, I don't want to say for the faint of heart, but it is pretty strong. So it's not a drink you want to just take a big chug of. You might be coughing a little bit. You want to sip it. That's really how it's designed. And you've got to feel just a little bit cool when you're holding this, a little cooler. Although, I mean, our coolness level is pretty high already, but this is gonna, it'll set it even higher. So 3 olives is a traditional. And let me go ahead and stick 3 more in here.
Do you own a black tie?
I don't.
Rats.
I need one. So this is classic Dirty Martini with vodka instead of gin. Cheers.
I actually like it. I like olives. Do people put twists in these or anything?
Not this one, no.
On this?
I would like maybe a little bit more brine, so for me personally, but it's not bad. Again, it's a sipping drink. It's not something you're going to drink very quickly. But there you have it, Dirty Martini. Hope you enjoy, Bob.
Thanks for the request too, by the way.
Absolutely, yes.
So we kind of told the story about Susie. When I get into the history of this is that I've been aware of it for not quite 24 hours now.
Still a history.
So
It's got a great name too.
it does. And you know, it does make me think about your level of deep thought, your philosophy on life, and it's a very deep Eddy right here.
Yeah, don't think too long.
There actually is a story behind this. If you go to their website, they have their own little history that they share up there. I do have to say that flavored vodkas, as a general rule, don't impress a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people consider them abominations. There are vodka drinkers out there that think that it's, you know, kind of a joke. Other people think that they are science's gift to mankind. This one's somewhere in between. It's one of the better flavored vodkas we've bumped into. Susie, at the time, she was drinking this stuff with nothing more than iced tea. And she was very enthusiastic. Bought this bottle today, smelled it, smells good.
It smells great, yes.
I think you can drink it straight. So what we're going to do with this is a very simple lemonade. I am going to take a couple mason jars, because lemonade is typically not drunk out of glass.
What about salads, Vince? Do we have salads out of mason jars?
Lisa does.
Pinterest reference. Look at this page,
And by the way, if you think that we should be on Pinterest, I think that you guys need to tell us so on the videos. You know, leave comments down below. I actually would appreciate some comments, some interaction.
Yeah, please put some content on the page. We like that stuff.
And it's useful to us. You know, we really truly are amateurs. We're here to have fun. We're here to be educational. We're here to give you great ideas on stuff that you might like to drink. And if you give us some useful information, that'd be great. So I'm going to throw a couple of lemon slices into each one of these. I've got some raspberries that we've washed. We're going to throw a couple of these in there. Not that one.
That one's bad. We'll get rid of that one.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to do about 2 ounces of the flavored vodka. We're going to do about a little bit more than twice as much of that of a raspberry lemonade. Could you do me a favor and grab the raspberry lemonade out of the fridge, please?
Good.
Okay, let me shake this up. And this is about as simple of a drink as you can get. But if you like grapefruit, I mean, this is kind of nice, kind of refreshing. It actually makes me think of the sangrias we made earlier. And of course, you can get your drinks as sweet as you want. Oh, you know what we need is we need some straws. There you go.
That's pretty too. I like that.
So, good summer drink. Summer's winding up, you guys. As a matter of fact, we're going to try to do a Halloween thing here shortly, but meanwhile, cheers to you, Susie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Idea. That's awesome.
That is really good. That can be dangerous too. Drink responsibly.
Yes. So there it is, you guys. Yeah, have fun, enjoy your drinks. Please do drink responsibly. We really would like you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook.
Yeah, and please leave comments, whether it be on Facebook and YouTube also. If you like it on YouTube, you know, hit the like button.
If you like it on YouTube, you're going to love it on YouTube.
That's right. And don't forget, once you get to our 50th subscriber, is our next prize.
That's prize.
And we might do a little video also on that.
So the scheme here is for you to tell all of your friends. What you need to do first at this point is find 29 of your friends, have them sign up.
Actually, we need...
That's just less than that.
It is. 16 of your friends. You all have 16 friends. You can do that.
Yes. And if not, start making drinks.
Then you'll have 2.
Then you'll have friends. At least, yeah, there you go.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.